made breakfast for my wife for 5 years, but today I suddenly forgot how to chop vegetables. So I picked up a knife and slowly walked over to my wife, who was still asleep. She saw me and quickly grabbed the knife from my hand. She thought I just hadn't slept well last night, but she didn't know I was already sick. My wife and I have been married for 5 years. Every morning I spend half an hour making her a nice breakfast. Then I say a gentle goodbye before leaving for work. She only needs to hand me the trash and say goodbye before going back to sleep. After she wakes up, she pours herself a cup of warm milk and enjoys the breakfast I made. When she's bored, she reads the comics she likes. All she has to do before I get home is cook dinner. But lately Anna noticed something was off with me. The cheese I loved used to be eaten, but recently it's been left in the bowl. Sometimes I even forget my phone when I leave for work. She grabbed her phone and ran after me. She found me staring blankly at the trash can. Anna asked me curiously what I was looking at. I told her it was just useless stuff. She didn't understand what I meant. Actually, I wanted to be part of that pile of trash, so I could lie there quietly. I work as an after-sales customer service rep for a foreign company. Because the company is far from home, I squeeze into the subway for 2 hours every day. The work itself makes me feel suffocated. Not only do I have to endure my boss's constant nitpicking, but customers often humiliate me for no reason. Over time, my mindset slowly changed, and I got sick because of it. But I didn't tell my wife the truth about my illness. I just said I had a cold and that medicine would fix it. When we first got married, I promised Anna I would work hard. I promised not to make her worry about life. She only needed to focus on chasing her dreams. But I didn't know that Anna had already noticed my symptoms from these past few days. To help cure me, she bought many books about treating this kind of illness. After deciding diet and rest were the best approach, she bought a lot of my favorite foods. She worked hard to prepare a whole table of dishes. But I didn't eat a single bite. Worried about my health, she wanted me to quit and rest at home. But I refused. Because I was afraid that without an income, how would my wife, who never worked, support our life? Thinking of that, I felt I had to be stronger. But the next day on the crowded subway, my mood sank even lower. I rushed to the restroom and vomited. I realized my condition was getting worse. After thinking it over, I decided to apply to transfer to the temporary staff department. That way I could still earn enough to cover basic living expenses, and the work environment would be much easier. But my boss thought I was being dramatic. He not only denied my request, but increased my workload. So I went up to the roof. But thinking my wife would have no one to take care of her, I forced myself to keep working. Anna saw my condition getting worse, and she threatened me. She said if I didn't quit, she would divorce me. I was terrified of losing Anna, so I started writing my resignation letter overnight. Because I work hard to give my wife a better life. If that work only makes her unhappy, then what's the point of it all?